All right, let's talk about concentration Sentinel spec. So first thing we need to know is this class is very simple. It's fun to play, it's very simple. But I want to share this with you before we jump all the way into it and you decide that this is going to be the one you want to play. If you look at the in-game players, there are not going to be a lot of players who play Concentration Fury. You see 9% versus 84%. So there's a huge gap in the reason why they're playing, and it's probably a skill gap there, not a reason beyond. Because I, other than being simple and being able to jump back into the rotation when it breaks, and having near zero downtime, is really the only reason to play this spec. So, but it is fun. That's another good reason, and so let's go with that. All right, so let's look at the tree real quick. Number 39, Zealous Leap builds an additional 4 centering. Centering is a good thing. Let's look at that centering. All right, most of your abilities require some focus. So you're concentrating your focus. You got that your concentration. There's your focus. Boom. All right, focus is built. So you'll see I have 8 of 12, but no centering was built. So if I use a ability that spends force, there it is. I have 8 centering. Each one costs 8. However, if you note on the tree, this one will build an additional 4. So let's kill that centering. 8 centering now. So that's an amazing thing. That will build a lot of centering. Your Zealous Leap will now double your centering. Also, if you check out your Blade Barrage, one of the items on your tree, does 6 centering. So between these two, they build more centering than all the others. All the others only build 4 by themselves. There's 4. Need some more force. Zealous Strike does absolutely nothing. We have the Slash builds 4. The Focus Burst, even if it's glowing, still builds 4. And then I need some force, some focus. There we are. Concentration Slice builds 4. Okay, so Zealous Leap and Barrage. Okay, the only other interaction you're looking for as far as your tree goes, nothing super special. It's going to be your Force Leap, Zealous Leap, trigger Felling Blow, making your next Force Leap or Focus Burst within 6 seconds automatically critically hit. So if it's glowing, hit it. It glows, that's great. And then the Focus Burst increases all damage dealt by 5%. So if Focus Burst is hit, boom, 5% increase straight up in damage. The only other thing you need to track, which is not that big a deal, is your Zen. Your Zen and Force Exhaustion make your next Focus Burst makes it do 15% more damage. But you don't really need to track it. You just need to make sure that you have a Force Exhaustion, then a Focus Burst, a Zen, then a Focus Burst. That's it. It's kind of like a, and then you want to spread out your Focus Bursts because your Focus Bursts are, they do 5% more damage beyond it. So it's very simple. Just jump out. You can jump out and jump in. I'm not going to show you priority. I'm going to show you a hard rotation to make everything work in a way that is friendly. So we talk about force regeneration. There are a few moves that regenerate your force. You will probably never use strike ever again after you leave Tython or after you get level 60. What I'm going to show you will get you at level 60. You can start using this rotation. All right. Your Zealous Strike will also build you some force. And what else? Dog's got excited over there, building some focus. All right. So let's see. You jump in. You can build a thing called centering, the way that I just showed you with those, or you can use introspection, or you can use Valorous Call. While that's thinking about doing its thing, let's look at the key real quick. So this is one of the few classes where it does not matter if you are wearing your implants or your tactical. That's what I said. That's like I said at level 60. This class works at level 60. It's a great thing that level 60 it still works. You can not have these at all. You can work on getting them, work toward getting them. It is a straight up DPS increase to have all of these. However, they're not required to make this rotation work. So it's funner to use at low levels. All right, let's see. Let's look at, so we have full Zen. We can also have Popped Valor's Call, and What else? Oh, accuracy. So your accuracy, as usual, for all classes with your accuracy, for PvE situations. If you're hitting world bosses, if you're hitting champion tunes, if you're hitting operation bosses, you want that 110% accuracy, and you just want to try to focus on that. All right, let's dumb this thing down. Centering is almost worn out, so I'm going to have to go ahead and I'm going to let it run out. Yep, I'm going to let that run out. And so let's pretend somebody pulled early and you weren't ready, you didn't get your stacks, and they just were ready to go. So what would you do? You can still use rotation, because Valor's Call will pop it full. Alright, so this class will do a consistent amount of damage forever, because you can split up your 2 focus bursts, which are your big hitters, which also cause other things to hit big. And that's really the key, is splitting up your focus bursts and using focus bursts after a Zen or after a force exhaustion. And a very easy short rotation that you can do forever. There's one variation to the rotation, is your dispatch. Use it in place of any slash in the spot. There's 2 places where we have a slash. You can use those slashes instead of the. Could have used it there, or I can use it here. So now I'm going to skip that slash and just move right on over to Zealous Strike for a straight up DPS increase. Alright, so that does, let's see, I did 27k, not typical. Normally I do like 26k or 25k, but it's just fine. This class is just fine to do what you need to do and bring the damage out there, and it's very easy to recover. So if you like slide around, oh, I'm way over here now, you can jump right back into combat using that force leap, and if you need some force, hit a Zealous Strike, and then just pick up anywhere in the rotation. Eventually it will solidify itself back to the original point. For some reason, if you just ran out of force and you need to use a move, let's say your next move is your concentrated slice, which uses 5 focus, just smacking a strike in there anywhere you need to go and just pick up that concentrated slice. So that's about all I got for you. Have fun swinging those sabers out there.